foreign policy researcher at the think tank, the SETA Foundation. Bilgehan, welcome to the program. The World Bank initially made an assessment that the damage is going to cost $34 billion, but it doesn't include the reconstruction. I mean, Turkey needs the money, but surely it needs the money to come over the course of a few years, because this is not a short-term project.
Definitely, as calculated by the World Bank and also our own assessments, the enormity of the destruction, the scale of the destruction requires a huge amount of money, but at the same time it has to be a cash flow. It has to be a sustainable flow of money, because this is not a one-shot rehabilitation or restructuring effort. It's going to take years. It has many aspects, not just reconstruction, but at the same time, the infrastructure, the rebuilding of new houses, maybe rebuilding, recreation of new jobs that were already crushed by the earthquake. So, because of this wide scale and wide range of destruction, there needs to be a huge and at the same time a wide-ranging, source of aids and money pouring into Turkey to cope with the challenges that created by the earthquake.
The government has said it's going to build hundreds of thousands of new residential units. Around 500 contractors, it says, are going to build those units. I mean, those contractors are 500 individuals who presumably will have to employ construction workers as well. And if all of those people are going to be Turkish nationals, that might affect development in the rest of the country. So do you foresee possibly foreign workers having to come into Turkey to do all of this rebuilding that's required in the south?
I'm not sure whether Turkey will need the imports, if you like, of foreign workers or foreign contractors to keep up with the challenges, keep up with the needs of the rebuilding efforts, because we know that, and most of the time it has been heavily criticized. It has been a political matter too. People have been always critical of the high numbers of contractors in Turkey and the maybe disproportionate scale of the construction industry within Turkey and the place it occupies within Turkey's economy. So I think because of these reasons that have been heavily criticized in the past years, the huge scale of the construction industry in Turkey and the high numbers of contractors, I believe Turkish business when it comes to construction, its human resources and its expertise or experience, and it's not just an expertise that is gained through just domestic projects in Turkey. It's a worldwide experience and worldwide network of construction human resources. Then that's why I believe there will be no need if there is any import of foreign workers or foreign contractors. It will be quite minimal. The bulk of the effort will be implemented by the Turkish contractors and Turkish workers, I believe.
Bilgehan, briefly, if you don't mind, are we seeing disaster diplomacy at its very best? We've had Mevlut Çavuşoğlu, Turkey's foreign minister, saying we're going to have a new meeting with Sweden and Finland later in March on the 9th to discuss the Nordic nations' bids to become members of NATO. They've both provided some support for earthquake relief. We've also had the Egyptian foreign minister here for at least 10 years, we could say. Egypt and Turkey have not been getting along particularly well. The Egyptians have been helping. Is this what disaster diplomacy is?
In a way, yes, but it is not the all of the story. Yes, because there are two reasons why we're seeing an unprecedented pouring of aid into Turkey. One of the reasons is the unprecedented nature of the destruction. Because of this, whether Turkey has good relations or bad relations with the countries, they all scrambled to help Turkey cope with the destruction. But at the same time, and I believe the second reason is much more important. It is the fact that Turkey has been quite generous when it comes to its humanitarian aids. Whoever in the past experienced a natural disaster or a famine or all kind of natural disasters, Turkey has been quite agile in its help, and it's quite generous in its aid. And it has been consecutively over the years has been the most generous nation in terms of its GDP. And even that has been criticized by the opposition in Turkey too, because they were saying that why are we giving so much? What is the point of this? Are we the richest nation in the world? But under the light of these efforts, we now hearteningly see that it has been reciprocated by many countries, and at the same time. Not just the countries that Turkey have cordial relations, but at the same time, the ones that Turkey does not get along well are also coming to the help. And when it comes to whether this will affect the bids of Sweden and Finland's NATO membership, I believe we have to separate the two. I'm sure that they are in a hope that this will ease their accession process into NATO. But I believe as long as the realistic terms and also the necessities that were stipulated in the memorandum between the three countries, this will just help ease the mood and sentiments on both parties, but not the concrete outcomes in the form that they will be easily joining the NATO alliance. But just with the exception of Finland, there's already signs that Türkiye and Finland are agreeing on the individual accession of Finland, and maybe keeping Sweden for a later phase for the membership process.
Bilgehan Ozturk, thank you very much, as always.